Hello, right, welcome to your Words for Living live session. Earlier on last week you were asked to think about or to do some research about a river that you were interested in, whether it be a local one to you or whether it be one from somewhere else. And you are going to need those notes to actually carry out this piece of work that we've got for you today. Now, if you're with the first activity, you're not going to need those notes so much, but actually the previous work that you did do this on this section will come in useful for you. So we are looking at doing a river report. And I'm just going to bring this across for you. So this first group here, like I say, you won't need your notes, but actually there will, some of the previous work that you've done, looking at rivers and looking at sort of doing things from pictures will come in useful here. So you can choose the correct statement is the learning objective that we have actually got for this lesson. So what you're going to need to do, you're going to need to have a little look at the picture. There's a nice picture here. And you would think, okay, sorry, excuse me, which of these statements is correct? Is the first one, A, the river is very narrow. And remember, if you're not quite sure about the meaning of the word, then you can use the symbols up here to help you. The river is very wide. So which one of these do you think would be the correct statement about this river? Now, I'm going to give you just a couple of moments to think about that carefully. So do we think it's very narrow or do we think that the river is very wide? Let me have a look at the picture. Let me have a look at the symbols. Okay, so the symbol there, very close together on the banks, or are they very far apart? I think I'm going to go and I'm actually going to tick this, and the one that I would tick is the river is very wide. Okay, so choose, have a little look at the picture, have a look at the statements, which statement is true, which statement actually matches the picture there. Okay, for your the next group up, what I'm going to look for you to do is, hopefully you've made your notes. I'd like you, please, to present your notes just nice and neatly so that it could actually be displayed. And imagine it's going to be displayed up in the classroom. Imagine it's going to be displayed maybe at your home. Okay, what can you put down? Can you write up your notes as neatly as possible? Think carefully about the order that you put your notes into, and can you find a picture of your river, and can you actually put the picture maybe sort of like in this section here to show your river. Okay, so and that would be really cool. If you want to, you could actually draw the picture as well. So you can either find a picture of the river, try and make it to roughly the right size, cut it out and put it in there, or you could actually draw a picture of your river. And then for some of the others of you, now this is where the learning objective is changing slightly, so I'm able to write a fact file using my notes to support me. I can communicate information in words, phrases and simple sentences. Okay. So this is an example of one that I've put together for you. So the River Thames, the river is 215 miles long. The Thames is the longest river in England. It's the second longest in the United Kingdom. The river flows through London. And you can see there I've included a picture of it. And because I said it flows through London, I've actually put that down there. And I've put a little caption at the bottom of my picture as well. So picture showing the River Thames and Tower Bridge. Okay. Some people think this is London Bridge. It's not London Bridge, it's actually Tower Bridge. The River Thames was once mainly used for transporting goods in and out of the country. It's now mainly used for tourism. So you'd have ships coming up and down it. And if you can find an older picture of the Thames, you can see that sometimes people used to say that you could actually walk from one side of the river to the other just by stepping on the different, like the decks of the different ships that were there. You can get from one side to another using bridges, tunnels, and even a cable car. and I've gone over that cable car quite a few times. I don't know whether it's open at the moment with the current restrictions in place, but you can actually, there is one part of the river, maybe you can try and find out where that is. Maybe you could actually do some extra facts about that. The River Thames, the source, or the river source is Thames Head. Now remember when we were looking at definitions of words, so the source is where the river starts from, and it flows into the North Sea at the Thames estuary. Okay, Thames estuary is very interesting as well, and there's quite a few interesting bits and pieces in there. So once you know, so that's my little example one for you. I don't want you to copy this. You can reword and take some of the information from it to add to the notes that you've already got. Okay, but I don't want to sort of see just a sort of like a photocopy sort of version of this. I want you to think about developing your own information on here. And then you can see you've got a section for your turn on that. Anyway, so that's summing up your words for living section for you. Hope you enjoy this. You know, I think it should be like a really nice, interesting piece of work for you to do. And I look forward to seeing some of the work that is returned to school. Remember, you can drop them into your completed work folders. They could be emailed back to us. You can take a picture of it. You can bring it along to the Thursday Zoom session where we will be so just discussing and giving you feedback on your work as well. Anyway, take care, guys, and I will see you soon.